Yes, sir. Manchester United have been moving correct this summer season, and we got in Carlos Baleba, my own Cameroonian brother. Like, listen, I'm excited about this coming Premier League, and I can clearly see the vision. How Carrick is gonna play. But first, before I break down this, Carlos Baleba thing transfer, like, share, subscribe, and please support me. Subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Now, after watching a lot of content, a lot of United fans, a lot of rival fans, right? My United fans, please, each YouTube channel you sit on to represent Manchester United, please make sure that you represent Manchester United in a way that is supportive, right? Because I see most Man United, not most, some Man United fans agree with the ops. I will never get it. I will never get it in the name of being balanced or being right. Yes, there are certain things they say that is valid. But saying Manchester United, they don't see us challenging. I'm like, okay, you don't have the crystal ball. I don't have the crystal ball. How can you just brush us off and then you're giving Chelsea the credit that they will be up there? Where? What have you seen from Chelsea that suggests that they are gonna out of a sudden start challenging? They have to skip past us first, Man United. They have to skip past us first. So if I get this right, Chelsea have bought players. I get it. And they have a good manager, but he's not proven. In the Premier League, he is not proven. I don't care who you are. Thomas Frank took a job from where he was to Spurs. Guess what? He got sacked. And he was in the Premier League. Let alone somebody coming out of Real Madrid just because he coached Real Madrid. Now out of a sudden, he has credit in the bank, but he doesn't have in the Premier League. So in what green earth do you think that will happen where Chelsea is out of a sudden now start challenging? And by the way, all this is happening with the pretense of, I think Obama will be back to his best. How do you know that? How do you know that? There's no evidence to suggest that, because for 1.5 seasons, he has been extremely dog shit. But anyways, let's get to the Baleba stuff, right? I am extremely happy that we got Baleba. We have one of the best midfields in the Premier League, besides Arsenal, of course. Strikers, forward line, we have the best. I'm not arguing with nobody. Let me know down the comments who has the best front four from 5 in the Premier League right now. I don't see it. Baleba complements everything we want. We have the technical abilities in Kobe Mainoo and Telemans. We have the carrying the ball from the back to the front, give it to Bruno Fernandes, and then spread the passes. We have it in Baleba. We have the cut off play from Baleba. He can shoot. He can tackle. Mainoo can tackle. Tielemans, just when he gets the ball, the short passes. Where Baleba does not excel at, there's Kobe Mainoo there. There is Andre Santos there. We can mix match anyhow we want, and Carrick has these options in the Premier League. So another thing that rival fans bring up as a point, and I see my United fans just sit there and froze, it bothers me a lot. they say Carrick will struggle managing 2 games a week. It's a damn myth. My United fans, listen to me. It's a damn myth. It's a myth. Guess what? Why are we buying all these players, so many players, just for Carrick not to play them and will struggle? How? Let's go through it. Because people just speak because they have the microphone and nobody actually questions them. It bothers me a lot. If I am sitting in any of these panels, I guarantee you they will not like me. You know why? Because I have every rebuttal, because there's proof. I have every rebuttal against what they are saying. Here is one. We are in the Champions League, right? Of course, we are in the Champions League. We are playing, say, on a Thursday, right? And we go somewhere, we travel somewhere. Guess what? Carrick might decide to play, say, Chilemans, Baleba, Bruno Fernandes in that midfield. Guess who is on the bench? Please. Guess who is on the bench? Andre Santos and Kobe Meno. Another scenario. We are playing, say, another team in the Champions League, right? And we have to come and play, in the Premier League at the same time. Guess what Carrick would do? Carrick will say, okay, this game, Tillemans sit out, and you have Andre Santos, Baleba, and Bruno Fernandes. Guess what? It works. It works. Anyhow you want to put it, right? It works. I'm not even just going to mention our front line, because people forget that Manchester United had the best front line with the most goals in the Premier League. The only team to have our front strikers all score double figure goals. More than your strikers, more than your strikers, more than your strikers. So I just don't understand why everybody's memory is just blank out of a sudden. And, so I just dispelled that myth that Carrick will struggle with, having 2 games like other teams will not struggle. So why is it that Chelsea is now out of a sudden allowed to challenge? Yeah, they have 1 game a week. Another thing, before we continue with the Baleba stuff. Another thing. They say, when Man United was playing 1 game a week, it was banter. Oh, we only have 1 game a week. You will not even make it to the top 8, because by then we're finishing 15th. Carrick took over. Oh, you guys are still having 1 game a week. It was still banter. We started winning. Let's see if Carrick is gonna win against smaller teams. Carrick was brushing everybody. Beat City, beat Liverpool, beat Arsenal, beat Brighton. That always is our bogey team. Beat Nottingham Forest, beat all these teams. There was still excuses. The goalposts kept changing spots. That's what rival fans will keep saying. Even pundits who get paid to say something logical, they are using what is said on Twitter to bring in their podcasts and talk about it. Very idiotic. And every single time the narrative keep changing on Carrick. And what I have noticed is even our own fan base have fallen into that idiotic thinking, brainless thinking, where Now, anything INEOS do is still a problem. If today we get prime Ronaldinho, there's still a problem. There's still a problem for Man United fans. If we get prime Neymar, I'm talking prime Neymar. If we get prime Neymar to Manchester United, I will guarantee you, Man United fans like Goldbridge will still mourn. And guess what? His goonies and everybody who agrees with him will not even use their brain to think. Because he says it, oh, out of a sudden, he knows what he's talking about. Gary Neville, just because they say something, you will not use your brain to think for yourself. And that is the problem I have. So us getting Carlos Baleba, I already see people complaining. Oh, Garrett, he is injured. Why are we buying an injury player? Oh, injured player. Yes, we did that in the past, but that does not mean we have to do that again. That is why we did not get the Mateus Fernandez that we were supposed to get on the first place due to his injury. But let me tell you something about Carlos Baleba injury, right? People, read between the lines. Read between the lines. How do I know? As a Cameroonian, how do I know? Boom. We got linked to Baleba last season. Price was 100 million plus. Man United kept circulating, kept turning around, beating, trying to bring down the price. It wasn't working. Had a one-on-one conversation with Baleba. Not only that, Onana was still there. Convinced him. Perfect. Brian Mbumo, all playing the national team for Cameroon, of course. We all know the story. There was too much things happening. We had a game against Brighton. Bruno Fernandes was talking to him. Lisandro Martinez was talking to him already. Again, they have had conversations. He was sold. Went back to Brighton after he was dancing, doing all of that when they beat us. Guess what happened? After that game, he started playing poorly because not only he was losing form, the manager that was managing him did not even gave up on him, right? Basically. And it became like, out of a sudden, he is no good. If you can lose your form, just being linked for Manchester United, then when you come here, I don't trust that. I don't trust that mentality. People, it was a tactic. Even as we got this price down right now, all of it was a tactical way to get it. Man United literally waited for 1 year for their arms kept circulating. And if you look at the list, Baleba's name was still there circulating every single time. So what happened was Newcastle went and beat for Carlos Baleba. That's how Man United found so the price could reduce there. Bam. They went in immediately. 60 million. And guess what? They could not hide it anymore. That's why. And the player personal term was already agreed long time ago. It's public news. Everybody knew this. I had videos of Carlos Baleba already already coming to Old Trafford. And it's right there on YouTube. Go check it out. And, I'll pin it somewhere, right? And if you clearly, what I said there, you can clearly see that it was already done. But Brighton wanted a lot of money for this player, and that was not happening. This is another myth I would dispel. Cole Palmer was also injured last season. Didn't play a lot of games. Is he not out of sudden shit? If we can do that to Baleba, then Cole Palmer is on the same fire. It's on the same fire. Is Cole Palmer out of a sudden now shit because he was injured last season? Or we are going to just count him out because his form got lost and he was also injured? Carlos Baleba is not even that injured, to be honest with you. That was just a tactical way. I'm going to say that was a tactical way to bring down the price and get him. And some Man United fans, without even thinking, is what I'm saying, they don't use their brains. If you have never sold anything in your life, I don't suggest you to even speak when it comes to businesses. There is something called a business dance. Negotiation is a dance. You must go back and forth to make a certain deal sweet. Value. That's what it means. Right? A second-hand car. I cannot sell you a second-hand car with the same price I'm giving you unless you are an idiot to buy that second-hand car with the asking price. I mean, the selling price or whatever you want. Yeah, selling price. You cannot do, like, I don't know which, unless, even if you have money like that, I cannot just come up to you and say, okay, this car is, say, 26,000, right? Just for example, depending what the car is. And you just say, okay, I'm going to pay you this 26,000 with no negotiation. You don't even know. Look around the car. Check if the bumper is good, the tires are good, the rims are good. Bring down the price. Bring down the price a little bit. That is the negotiation dance where I'm talking about. So Carlos Baleba, injured, was coming. He didn't want to make a fuss about on Brighton and look bad. So guess what? The only way Brighton could sell him was the fact that they saw, oh, he lost his form last season, plus he's injured, just like that during preseason, because he wasn't injured. He didn't he didn't play the World Cup. Cameroon did not play the World Cup. So how is it injured? Cool. Let's say he was injured, right? Allegedly. I'm not just gonna put that on him. And then Brighton were forced to offer him on the market because he was, first of all, not for sale. Now out of a sudden Newcastle come, you want to sell him? Like, come on. There's so many things happening in the back scene, in the back line. Like, I can just tell. But because we have a certain fan base, that just think they don't even analyze anything. Any headline that comes, they don't use their head to read and understand first. Whatever headline they read, oh, let me put on the camera, let me go live. And you start waffling. So I took my time to wait for 2 days to be able to speak like this. And I'm sure I've given an in-depth of what Carlos Baleba brings to this team. And not only that, the narratives that are going on about him. We have to learn as Manchester United fans not to give more ammo to rival fans to banter us. It is disgraceful each time I watch channels with Manchester United fans sitting on it and not saying anything. You don't even back your club. But you claim to be a Manchester United fans, letting rival fans tell you how shit we are. And another thing, before I end this video, another thing. Just because we didn't overspend on players, big signing, now out of a sudden, Telemans, Carlos Baleba, and Andre Santos are made. This is not good enough for Man United. Just because we didn't buy them for those prices. Everybody's going for 100 plus. INEOS have been geniuses this whole season, this whole summer season. But no, we have to hear from rivals talk about, we didn't buy big signings because we didn't spend plus 100 million on players. is called stupidity. We used to do that, right? That's like somebody who got rich before had to spend all those type of things without investing. No real estate, no stocks, nothing. You're not investing in anything, but you're spending all the time. We used to do that. And then we got advice from new investors like, nah, guys, there's something you can actually do with this money, right? Buy real estate, buy stocks here, like increase your money there, put it on here. And we started managing it. Now, out of a sudden, it looks like, oh, Man United are broke. We don't have money. Yet, we make signings that make sense. Majority of the fan base sits right now and confidently say, top four. I never used to hear that. Even rival fans are putting Manchester United second and third and fourth. I never used to hear that. But now, out of a sudden, we are now sitting in conversations top there, and that is where we belong. True. But you can see that we have fallen so far that INEOS had to bring us to this level that we can confidently sit and talk about Manchester United in a positive light, in a way that sits good. Last season, and towards the ending of the last season, right? Each time I watch Manchester United, one thing with these players is they never give up to the end. Forget about what we did with AC Milan. Just forget about it, okay? Players were getting minutes. If Carrick wanted to win that game, we would have won that game. That was not the aim. He didn't even care. But for us fans, we saw it differently. It was revenge, it was everything, it was Amarum. But no, for Carrick, he was playing minutes. Kobe had his first game there. Rashford, first game. Tillemans was still catching up. There are a lot of Bruno still catching up. Everybody was poor. It is what it is. But nobody will mention the other teams like PSG that we bumped them. We bumped them. Okay, whatever. But cool, listen. Carlos Baleba brings us a lot to this team, and we will succeed having this balance and squad depth. We have a lot of depth. Imagine from the bench, our first 11 is already stacked. Imagine on the bench, we have Marcus Rashford. We have Cunha on the bench because Doku will start. We have Rashford, Cunha, Seshko, Delict. I just saw that Carrick will leave him home. Who else? Mateus Fernandez will be there. Baleba will be sitting on somewhere, if he signed by tomorrow. Shea Lacey. We have who else? Let me say Ahmad will be on the bench, or he starts. If it's Mbumo, Ahmad, no, they will all play. So again, we have quality on the bench. We never used to get that, but now we do. So people, listen, like, share, and subscribe. Stop listening to all of these people that just bring negativity to the club right now. We are moving positively. Please share positivity to people who need it. People wake up in the morning to want to hear about their club in a positive way, and we are moving that way. I just don't understand why Manchester United fans every single day moan about anything. Like I said, even if we bring prime Neymar, they will still have something to complain about. And it's always these accounts that have large voices. They persuade other viewers to think, oh, what they are saying is right because they have some access to the club. But this season, INEOS have been mute. Even journalists, they don't know what they're talking about. Unless it's a immediate boom, here we go. Boom, imminent. Other than that, no journalists know what is going on at Old Trafford, at Carrington. They don't even know. So, it is what it is. Let's just support the club. And we have a game on Saturday against Hull City, which I'm expecting a win from there. If we win that game, it carries us to the next game, Ipswich we win that game, it carries up. That momentum would help Manchester United. We start seeing 3 points are 3 points. I don't care how we get it. This season, it's all about being up there with Arsenal. That's what I'm looking forward to. And our team is one of the best. So I'm not expecting anything less than another Champions League, second FA Cup trophy, any type of trophy. Let's get it. I don't really care, to be honest with you. And yeah, it is what it is, you know. Let's go, Baleba. I believe. I'm I'm a believer. Anyways, like, share, and subscribe. Le continent. On est là. Let's get it.